up, guys? Brandon Martinez here with Fighters on the Rise. Joining us today is Geane La Pulga Herrera. Well, first of all, Geane, how does it feel to be the Florida State champion?
Feels good. I mean, it feels awesome to see that my hard work's been paying off. So that makes me happy.
That's good, that's good. I mean, you know, there's a lot of things as a fighter, you know, especially when it comes to nicknames. Next question I want to ask you is, where does your nickname come from?
I like to jump and make people bleed. Fleas jump and they make people bleed. So that's my name. That's where my name came from.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, so now let's talk a little bit about your upbringing. Where were you born and raised?
Okay, I was born in Duarte, California, but we're in Tampa right now, and this is my home. This is where I grew up. This is where my roots come from. This is where my people are at. This is where the love is at, you know?
Exactly, exactly. Now, can we talk about your nationality a little bit, your background?
Soy colombiano, de padres colombianos, I like to say, but I feel myself 100% Colombian just because I've been brought up that way, you know, yo hablo la salsa, lo que sea, you know, and I'm letting the world know that my people do more than what the public, you know, seems to understand.
Exactly, more than the negativity, you know
More
what I mean?
than the negativity,
Exactly,
that's what I'm saying,
man.
you know?
Yeah, that's good. So, you said you've been in Tampa your whole life? Or
My
since
whole
what
life,
age?
well, like I lived in Elmhurst, Queens, you know, in Maspeth, Queens, like I've been around, like Minneapolis, Richfield, like I've been around, but Tampa is my home. This is where I feel the love, you know, and this is where I feel the people that are coming, you know.
That's good, man, that's good. It seems like we got a lot in common. So, what drew you to the sport of MMA?
I was in a path where I had to make a decision. It was either the military or just give fighting a try. I'm not proud to say, but at the moment when I was making those decisions, I was getting into a lot of fights, so people kept commenting. They're like, hey, you should fight, you know? And then I gave it a try, and it's worked out so far, you know?
When did you start officially training and you said, you know what, I want to be a fighter, I'm going to start training?
I was actually, it was just, I was very close into joining the military, so I was given the option, you know, I wasn't given the option, I was just, you know, those were ideas, you know, that's where I wanted to go with my life. And then I kind of thought, I'm like, you know what, the military's always going to be there, you know, not always, but, you know, for a certain amount of time. And then why not just give fighting a try? And it's worked out so far, you know, I can't complain, you know,
exactly.
So it's done its job, you know, I've done what I'm supposed to do, so I can't complain.
Right, and that's good because it seems like you're a type of person that either wants the military or fighting, which is kind of like the same thing, you know?
Military is a whole different level.
You know, it's a whole different level of
That's
fighting.
completely
You
different,
know,
bro.
that's the kind of stuff that you like.
That's, yeah, like,
You know?
yeah.
So what gym are you fighting out in?
I'm fighting at a Banks Jiu-Jitsu. It's off of Hillsborough, Nebraska. We got guys coming out of there like Yosmani Cabezas. He's the Florida middleweight champion. We got Dervin Lopez, which he ended his amateur career with a belt, you know, destroying guys left and right, and now he's a professional. So we got good guys coming out of my gym, you know?
Yeah, okay, that's good. Where did you say it was? Florida, Nebraska?
Yes, off of Florida, Nebraska. It's called Banks Jiu-Jitsu. I feel like if you need to know what we're about, you need to check out every gym in the area, and if you could travel out, you know, just go to every gym you could possibly go to, and then come check our gym out, you know, like.
Right.
So you get a perspective, you know?
Right. Yeah, you know, I've heard a lot of good things about your gym, man. All right, and you know, so tell me about your first fight. When was it, and how did it turn out?
Okay, my first fight, it was in Destin, Florida. It was against a guy named Josh Thomas, and it was a 145 fight. I walk around my fight weight 135. That's why I dropped to 125. But I weighed in with, you know, with pants, you know, the whole, you know, 9 yards in order to make the weight. Anyways, we took the fight. I went in there and armbarred the guy in a minute 16 or a minute 14. I'm not sure what it was.
Yeah, you know what? I saw that fight on video. Yeah. That was crazy. You came out swinging.
It has
Y'all
to be
went
that
to the
way.
ground.
You know, I feel like I'm always in a rush to end fights. I'm always in. It's not that I'm in a rush. I just want to end the fights quickly. Forget about the judges. Forget about the people that are involved. You want to take the fights into your own hands. You know, you want to dictate the outcome of the fight, even if it takes you, you know, just going out there and giving it your everything. You know, you did your best, and that's what I'm all about.
Exactly.
I'm about doing what I can do. You know,
about finishing fights, which is what people are really fans are really looking for fighters that finish fights. And matter of fact, if I recall right, out of 6 of your wins that are, you don't have any losses, and out of all your wins, you only came to 1 decision.
yes,
That's right.
That was against Andrew Connors. That guy pushed me to my limits. You know, he taught me about what I'm made out of. If I can go all the way, if I can keep the pace that I keep, and yes, I can. So whenever like I can keep the pace. Let's just leave it at that.
That's good. That's good. But see, now what do you think you bring to the game that makes you stand out as a fighter? Stand out from everybody else.
Okay, here's an example. You see the big guys walking around with tattoos, shaved heads in MMA.
Right.
I'm not like that. You look at me, I walk around with a smile on. I'm letting the people know I'm shaking their hands. This is your belt. If you're from Tampa, this is your belt. You know, so
Tampa, Florida.
That's what I'm saying, Tampa, Florida. You hold the belt, you own this, you know? It's as much yours as it is mine. So I let the world know that I'm not that fighter that thinks he's better than everybody when he walks through a crowd. Yes, I do got that confidence that lets me know I can't handle myself. You know, but it ain't like these fighters that are trying to act hard, you know?
Right.
I'm me, you know?
Right. So, everybody has role models growing up. Especially fighters, they have, their idols, their heroes, whatever you want to call it. Who are some fighters that you look up to?
First of all, I look up to my coach. The guy's an animal. He knows how to handle business. He teaches. I mean, the gym speaks for itself. You know, we got champions coming out of that gym. We train completely different. We've heard it a million times. We just handle business. And also another guy is Yosmani. Like that guy's the middleweight champion, and just the way we communicate within each other, it lets us know what it takes to be a champion. You know?
Right. Yes. So, what is your record as of right now?
I'm 4-0 as a professional, and I went 2-0 in my amateur career. And I've had numerous grappling tournaments, you know, and I guess it's safe to say that I'm good on the ground. You know, I mean, I'll stand and bang with anybody, but
right.
You go to the ground, you're in trouble. You know, so you decide.
Yeah, I know that from personal experience. So you're pretty much 6-0. 4-0 as a professional, but those amateur fights, those guys are no pushovers.
No, I had to drive out to Destin to fight an undefeated guy for my second
crazy.
amateur fight. You know, so it is what it is. You know, I just go in there and handle business. You know, this is what I train to do.
Right. So, John, tell me, everybody wants to know, especially after watching the video, after getting to know you a lot better. I think the question that everybody would ask, well, when is this guy fighting next? So when is your next fight?
I'm going through a time in my life right now where I have to step away from the fight scene for a tiny split second, and then I'll be back in, hopefully harder than ever. You know, it's I hope it goes well. You feel me?
Right.
I just want to go in there and train.
That's good, man. Yeah, you know what? As long as you can get in the gym, get your training sessions in, you should be good to go. Either to defend the title or to pick up another one.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. I'm trying to be the best fighter I can be, and that's where I'm at.
That's good. All right, well, thank you so much, man, for your time, and I really appreciate you.
Bro.
Really, good luck with the rest of your fights. Good luck with your career.
Thank you, bro.
And we're gonna keep an eye on you.
Perfect, man. It's been a pleasure, guys. Check me out. Hey, this is Geane Pulga Herrera. You're watching Fighters on the Rise. Make sure y'all check me out. I'll be giving away shirts, autographed stuff, so make sure y'all check me out.